Hey guys, it's April. So today I'm going to show you how to get this Shirley MacLaine as Louisa in What a Way to Go inspired look. So this is such a funny film. It's one of my favorites. Anytime it's on, I always try to make the effort of watching it. Made in 1964. It is a bit of a dark comedy. It's a little bit macabre, but really funny and silly. And I think that Shirley MacLaine is just so charming as Louisa. And of course, her leading men are just as great. You have like Paul Newman, Dick Van Dyke, Robert Mitchum, Dean Martin, Gene Kelly. I feel like I'm missing people. Did I say Paul Newman already? I think I said Paul Newman. But yeah, it's just such a fun film and it's such a visual treat to watch. There's not a single part of the film that I don't love. The sets are immaculate. The costumes, which were created by Edith Head, the Edith, are so beautiful and opulent, and you just can't keep your eyes off of them. And Ben Nye did the makeup, and it's a lot of fun, and it's a really, really cute look. And of all the looks that she sported that were like spectacular in this film, of course, this head to toe pink look that she wore is still my favorite. I love really ginormous hair and I love the color pink, and this just takes two of my favorite things and puts them together. And with Shirley MacLaine, like, how can you not love it? But yeah, the makeup is a pretty simple, like, straightforward look. The hair is a little bit of an experiment. I kind of just like went for it. I will say that it looks okay from the front, but as soon as I turn my head, you can see that it is a little bit bald back there and flat. So keep in mind that she was wearing wigs in the film. I don't have access to any wigs currently, so I tried to make it work with my own hair. It only looks good from the front, so if you plan on taking pictures, I think it's fine, but if you want to go out, maybe reconsider. But yeah, also we shouldn't be going out anyways because, you know, we're still in a lockdown. But enough of me rambling. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you how to get this look. First, apply a dewy, tacky primer all over your face and blend in really well. This is just gonna give you a nice glowy base underneath all of your makeup. Next, I am taking a small angled brush and this like medium matte brown eyeshadow, and I'm gonna use this to fill in my eyebrows lightly. This is just gonna give me a little bit more shape, a bit more definition without being too harsh. Next, I am taking a flat concealer brush and a concealer that's just a few shades lighter than my face. And I am going to carve out my eyebrows. I do this by lining just underneath my brow and then blending that out with my finger. And with that same brush, I then pick up a concealer shade that's closer to my face shade. And then I carve out the top, once again, just lining really close to it and blending it out. And there you go, a defined brow. Next, I am taking my foundation and I am just going to work in small sections. I am dotting a little bit of foundation on my forehead, and then using a flat dense stippling brush and blending that really well, making sure that it is really well blended. I think I said that like multiple times. And I just continue to do this all over the face, just dotting some of my foundation and using my brush just to buff out the foundation across the face and just make sure that everything is covered. If you need a little bit of extra coverage like I do underneath my eyes and on this huge fat monstrous pimple on my chin, just go ahead and tap a little bit, and be sure to tap and not blend those areas so you don't lose that coverage. Next, I am taking my powder puff and a loose translucent face powder, and I am setting my entire face, focusing on areas that tend to crease. A really nice matte look is ideal. Next, I'm just taking any sort of lip balm and applying that onto my lips just to moisturize them. In the meantime, I am taking a fluffy blending brush and I'm taking this like nude bone shade. It's a little creamy, it's matte, and just applying that right on my brow bone. With that same brush, I am picking up a peachy shade and I'm working this deep into the crease of my eye. This is going to make my eyelid look a little bit more heavy so that it looks a little more hooded. much like Shirley MacLaine. With that same brush, I am taking a matte brown eyeshadow and also working that deep into the crease and a little bit on the outer part of my eyelid. And if you need to, you can go ahead and go back in with that bone color and just retouch your brow bone. Make sure everything is seamless. Now I'm going to take a little bit of that and some of the brown, and I'm just going to go ahead and sweep that onto my eyelids, once again just to make them a little bit heavy. And with a finger, I am taking a matte pastel blue eyeshadow. This is optional, but I'm just doing a little bit of this, just a sheer wash on the lid, just because it feels very 60s to me. I am going to then line my waterline with a nude eyeliner. This is just going to make your eyes really bright-eyed. And with an angled brush and a medium toned matte eyeshadow, I'm going to line my bottom lash line, and I'm going to have that flick out towards the end of my eye. This is going to create a bit of a shadow, so it looks like your eyeshadow or your eyelashes are so heavy and long that they're creating a shadow. Now I'm taking a shimmery color and applying that to the inner corner of my eyes just to brighten them up a bit. And then moving on to eyeliner, I am creating a very thick but short winged eyeliner look here. I don't want it to be super long because it doesn't actually look like Shirley MacLaine had much of a winged eyeliner, but I do want the line to be fairly thick so that it kind of enhances my eye and makes it look a little bit more hooded. And be sure that your wing is angled up pretty high. Next, I'm just taking that nude eyeliner pencil and going right between that bottom lash line that we made and then the winged eyeliner. And this is just going to help make your eyes look a little bit more feline. Go ahead and curl your eyelashes and apply loads and loads of mascara to your top eyelashes. Make sure that they're nice and fully coated. And when you go to the bottom eyelashes, just do a very light coat. It doesn't need to be too heavy because it doesn't actually look like Shirley MacLaine had much going on there. Next, take a full feathery flared pair of false eyelashes, something that's very heavy and dense, and just plop those on. Once again, this is just going to enhance that hooded eye look. And this is very necessary. Be sure to cover up any lash glue on your lash band because it kind of just sucks when it peeks through and it kind of ruins the whole look. Next, I'm taking a small powder brush and picking up a few bright pink blushes, preferably cool tone, but whatever you have will work. And go ahead and apply those to the high parts of your cheeks, so not so much the apples, but just a little bit more on your cheekbone. And go ahead and just gently sweep that back into your temple and hairline. And I'm also going to here I am intensifying the blush because in person it didn't look like I was applying so much, but looking at this now I'm like, holy shit, April, that's a lot of blush. But go ahead and put a little bit on your nose, forehead, and chin just to pull the whole face together. Go ahead and wipe off your excess lip balm. And now I'm going to go in with a natural pink lip. I like to go in before doing a bright color with something a little more natural. I feel like it helps ground your lip color. And so this is just like a matte liquid lip in a natural pink, and I'm just kind of following my normal lip shape. I'm not really overdrawing or anything. And now I'm going in with this really bright, vibrant day glow pink liquid lip, and just applying a little bit more towards the center and then blending it out. That way you get the punch of that bright liquid lip without it looking too crazy because it's grounded with that natural pink. Now I'm just spritzing my face with some rose water and using a beauty sponge to kind of press that product into the skin. This sort of just melts everything. My skin's been extra dry lately, so this is just kind of a step that I need to take, but you can probably get away without doing this. And I am combing through my eyebrows just to make sure that there's nothing in them. And I don't know why I thought Shirley MacLaine had a beauty mark in this scene, so I added a beauty mark. And then looking back, I don't think she had one, but if you want to add a beauty mark, feel free to do that. It's a nice distraction from that zit on my chin, so I'm just going to go with it. And because my face is a bit more dewy because I did that rose water spray, I am just going to take one last final dusting of powder, but a very light one. And now we're moving on to the hair. So be sure your hair is knot free, tangle free, just brush it through really well. Create a really deep side part. And so what I'm doing now is I am just taking small sections of my hair and just curling the very ends. They're all going in the same direction. It doesn't really matter, but what you do want is a little bit of curl to your ends so that when you do roll your hair up in these tiny little pin curls, it'll just be easier than working with really straight hair. I am taking the front sections of my hair and clipping them away. And next I'm taking my paddle brush and I'm just teasing at the roots a little bit. This was kind of an unnecessary step, so you could probably skip this. And now I'm just taking the rest of my hair and I'm pulling that up into a pretty high ponytail and fanning it out to tighten it. And next I am taking tiny little sections of my hair, teasing a little bit more towards like the mid section of the hair versus like the root or the tip. And then what I'm doing is just then rolling it onto itself and then pinning it in place. This is just trial and error right here. You know, you're just gonna have to do it a few times to see if you like the curl placement. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it looks a little wonky. All you gotta do is just re-roll that piece and just kind of place it in an artful sort of way. As you can see, I'm getting a little exhausted here, but yeah, just tease, 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 roll it up, and then pin it in place. So a few things I'd like to mention. I did not have enough hair for this particular style. I think that I would have benefited from having a like fake ponytail or like some sort of bundle of hair just to kind of fill it out, because I really just didn't have enough to work with. After all, Shirley MacLaine was wearing a styled wig and I'm trying to do this on my own hair. So mind you, this is only going to look nice for photographs, which I mean, if that's what you need it for, then that's totally cool. But if you do plan on wearing this out, I mean, hopefully you're not going out during a pandemic, but you know, in the future, if you decide to wear this out, you may want to reconsider buying a fake ponytail or something to give you a little bit more hair to work with. But here I am stacking curls upon curls now, making sure all my bobby pins are hidden and everything is just kind of shaped nicely. It's really an art form, trying to make sure that your pin curls look neat and tidy, but like kind of messy still, you know. The whole zhuzh. Here I am taking a breather because I am exhausted. Sometimes they fall out of place. I also didn't use any hairspray. I could have benefited from hairspray. But now I'm going to work on my side pieces, and I am just like taking that and rolling it back towards my ear and pinning it in place, and then like artfully hiding my bobby pins so you don't see it. On this side, I am teasing it just for a little bit of height, and I'm pulling out just a tiny section from like my sideburn area, like my baby hairs. And then I'm taking that side section and pinning it back. As you can see, I put one bobby pin just to kind of anchor it, and then I took it out once I had it really secure. And with that little piece, which was actually long, and I just cut some of the ends off like a psycho, but I'm just taking that and I'm like seeing how it's gonna lay. I go in with my straightener just to kind of give it a little bit of curl. And as you can see, it's not really laying flat on my face, and I wish I had some sort of gel or putty to slick it back, but I just used like lotion and kind of like glued it to the side of my face. And I was like, maybe I should take a section out from this side. And this is it for the completed look. Like I said, the makeup is pretty straightforward and very simple. I love like the heavy eyelashes. Shirley MacLaine has hooded lids, and I don't know what it is when I see people with hooded lids and heavy eyelashes. I really love the look of it. I know that some people get down about themselves when it comes to their eye shape, and you know, if you guys have hooded eyelids, I just want you to know that they're beautiful and I love them, and they are an eye shape that I enjoy working with. I know that things like cat eyeliner and stuff can be a little bit tricky, but if you have hooded lids, I think this look will be a really great go-to for you. We wear a bit of pink blush. I was having a little trouble picking up enough blush. And then I have this pink lip, and I'm so excited because I finally have a reason to wear this shade. So this is Tempt Cosmetics. I mentioned them before in the past, but I just love the names of their lipstick shades, and this one's Kiss Them For Me, which is actually inspired by James Mansfield. But I've been looking for a reason to wear this look color, and I finally have one in this all pink look. It just worked out perfectly. But yeah, the makeup's super simple. The hair, on the other hand, although I like how it looks from the front, I don't have enough hair to really like build it up in the back. And maybe I do, I'm just not skilled enough to like figure out how to do that. But I would suggest that if you plan on doing this look, whether you plan on doing a pink bouffant or work with your natural hair color, I would suggest either getting a wig or some hair pieces, a half wig, a fall, extensions, maybe a fake ponytail, something so that you have more hair to work with. So like if I would have done this, I probably would have used a fake pony and had a nice bundle of it so that when I tied it up in my high ponytail, I could have then had hair fall the other way. And I think I would have teased the nape of my neck a little bit more, like the hair towards the nape of my neck, so that was built out a little bit more. But you know, this was just a little bit of an experiment. I am not really proficient at doing hair. I didn't go to school for hair or anything, so any of the hair stuff you see me do is just trial and error at home alone. But I do really love it, and I really think I need to invest in some fake hair so that I can wear this look out because it's so cute. I love it. I want to do another variation of this look with a little fall hanging off to the side because I think that's so cute. But I would say not too shabby. Like, I'm like looking at myself like I don't hate it. I got my little, I mean, I could get better at hiding my bobby pins. Also, do you know they sell like pink bobby pins? I feel like I should get a hold of them. Also, I'm sorry for all my bug bites. I have like so many. I don't know if it was a spider or if they were mosquitoes, but something bit me literally last night because they weren't there before. So that's a bummer. But yeah, I love this look. Once again, I really love this film. If you guys ever get a chance to watch it, watch it. I believe someone put a link of it on YouTube, so if I can find it, I'm gonna link that down below. I think that you guys will really enjoy it. Of course, it's a visually stunning film, but I also think it's like really cheeky and funny. And just the cast is delightful, and once again, like the costumes and the set designs are so beautiful and definitely worth a watch. I really love Shirley MacLaine. Like, I'm a huge fan of like Sweet Charity as well. I'll watch that so many times just because I think she's so delightful. I love her like effervescent, bubbly personality. It's amazing. I love it. But yeah, this is a long intro and outro. I'm gonna wrap this up because I think this video might be long anyways. Hopefully I'll get some more exciting tutorials out to you guys pretty soon. I'm trying to be more or less consistent, but you know, only time will tell. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you guys for always being so sweet to me. Like, you have no idea how happy it makes me to know that I have some of the best viewers on here. You guys are absolute angels, and I love you guys so much. But thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will leave a list of all the products that I use down below in the description box, along with like social media and anything else. So yeah, I'm wrapping this up, and until next time, bye!